Hi, today I'm going to design a custom iPhone case using a photograph. So I'm going to take you through how I'm going to do this in Photoshop. So first on the website, we're going to navigate to the iPhone cases here, and then we're going to download one of the templates for an iPhone. Let's do one for an iPhone 5. So I'm just going to click on that, and that actually opens the template for that phone case. So then what we need to do is save it to our system. I'm going to save it right here where it's defaulting right now into our project material. So that's downloaded there. I've got that folder open here so you can see where it's downloaded. So to edit that, I am going to right click on that and then choose Open With, and I want to edit it with Adobe Photoshop. So we'll click that. It pops up with some options for opening that. And we'll use the crop to bounding box. That means it's going to remove all the white area that you saw on the template around it. And we're just going to deal with the actual image area there. And we want to constrain proportions. That's going to keep it proportional. And we want it at 300 dots or pixels per inch. So then I'll just click OK. That all looks good. And this has opened. Now, what this shows us is the large blue area is the actual area where the image will show on our iPhone case. The green area is called a bleed area. The image does need to go into that, and that is to just bleed over the edge of the item that we're printing on, just so that we don't accidentally get a white area and such. So for the purpose of designing this, what I like to do is actually remove that blue area. We have a transparent background, and then I'm going to create another layer with the image, and then we can use that as a guide for positioning. So I'm just going to choose the magic wand there and select everything blue there and delete it. So now that's a transparent image, and I'm going to call that layer. I guess we have to deselect that first before we can edit this. And we're going to call it that layer template. Then we're going to introduce another layer to it by opening another image. And I want to work with this image with the binoculars, old binoculars and colorful cases. I think that's going to make for a neat iPhone case. So I'm going to open that file, and I'm just going to select the whole thing and copy it. Copy from the menu. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to our template image. Now we're working with a horizontal picture, and our template here shows vertical. So I'm going to first of all rotate that 90 degrees clockwise so that it'll fit the proportions of our photo more. So here I'm going to paste the image that we had copied. Now it looks like that image is very large compared to our template. So I'm just going to hit Control T. On the Mac you would hit Command T. That selects everything on that layer. And then we can scale that. If we hold down the Shift key while we're scaling that, it will keep the proportions of the picture correct. So if I had been efficient, I might have scaled that picture down before trying to use it here. But here we go. So we're going to scale it so it fits that entire area. And then we'll double click on it, and that puts it in there. Now to be able to see how it fits on our template, we're just going to move our layers around so the template is above our picture. Now we can see the outline where it fits. Now I can take the picture and move it until it's positioned just where I want it within those boundaries. And I think that looks pretty good right there. Now this is a picture that we took on one of our holidays on Saturna Island. So it might be neat actually to add some text in there. And we can just choose the text tool and type in there and say set Turna Island. And of course you can size and change the color of the text. Because our background is very busy, we're going to have to be very careful that we choose a color that actually stands out against it. I'm going to try that lime green there. And then we're going to position this. So we want to keep it well away from the outside bleed area and also from the bleed area here where the camera lens is. Not sure if you can see it properly there. Might stand out better here. But you can take your time and play around with exactly what you'd like it to say and what you'd like to put on there. So I'm pretty happy with that setup. I think that's going to make a really neat iPhone 5 case. So what we should then do is save this. We'll save it as a Photoshop file initially. So then we have the layers and everything editable should we want to go back and change it. Then what we want to do for creating the final image to send to Business Now for imprinting the iPhone case, we need to make that template layer disappear. So we just have this image, and then we will say save as again. And now we're going to save a copy as a JPEG. And so we'll save it in there as well. And we'll go with the maximum image quality because for print you want a good quality image. So we'll go there. And that has now appeared in our folder where we're saving all of these things. That is essentially ready to send to us to do the order. So to get that to us, you would go back to the website and you can choose click on Buy Now. That takes you through the whole payment screen where you enter all your payment information. But right now, okay, we do need to make a choice for what we would like before we can do that. So we're going to say we want an iPhone 5 rubber case black. So that has a black trim on it because our phone is black. So we've chosen that. Then we go to Buy Now. My mouse is acting up a little bit. Must be losing some power. But essentially that takes you through the PayPal payment screen and does the order there. Here's the information. Now we don't need to do that right now. I'll just show you. After you get through that screen, we'll just back up here. That will take you to our Uploads page. And then to send the image to us, you simply drag the final file you've created onto that area for the file. Enter your name, Peter Smith, for example. And of course, we want your email address so we can contact you. And right now I'm just going to call this a test file. And then you can send us extra information. A good example would be call me if any questions, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hope that's not somebody's actual phone number. And then you just click send now, and that sends the files to us with the information that you have entered. And then of course we can contact you when the order is finished, or if there are any questions that arise. And that's it. I hope you have fun making iPhone cases.